You got Linnea early access? Surely. Let us take a look at some early access video. What's the best clickbait? Linnea changes the geo meta. Boring. Too accurate and true. Is this a prank? Linnea feels like a prank. Now that's a title.
I got early access to Linnea.
This cozy game just destroyed itself. It's literally racist. AI. Big.
So that you can decide for yourself if she's
Dude,
worth
it's so
44.
fucking funny watching Linnea footage. Like, anyone except Zjaef.
I'm gonna reveal everything you need to know about this
Because, like,
premiere
you look at the numbers on screen, and you see... You see Ito hitting for 85k on his strongest hit, and then you see 200k from Colombina and 151k from Linnea, and you're like, yeah, sounds about right.
And even though I was able to finish off the fatty here, it's just not a sustainable weapon to use.
Bro, don't call him that.
I also forgot to mention this, but the exploration skill is pretty crazy. Basically, Linnea's charge attacks can mark ore sites, and Lumi shows up, destroys all ores in one hit, and sucks up the content.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the animation for that. That's
Sometimes
kind of cool. Thanks for streaming again. That looks like such a paid chat. I don't want them to leave. I want to have nice people here. Don't infect them with your meanness. Thanks for not playing Slay the Spire 2.
I am, of course, referring to Colombina, or should I say Linnea. That's right, previously we had Binefa, now we have Linnea. Sometimes you can use all three of them.
No, we need to come up with a name for this. Maybe we don't, like, do the boring, well, we'll take a part of one character's name and then another part of another character's name. Like, naming teams used to have soul. What's a concept, ideally food related, that incorporates something related to rocks or earth, something relating to water, and something relating to electricity or energy? Moon pie. Why pie, though? You can't just round pie down to 3 because there's 3 characters here. That's not how it works. We get it. You're an engineer. Congrats. Shut up. Like, you're not understanding the idea. Like, let me remind you of classic team names. We have Salad, right, to describe Animo with Hyper Bloom. We have Sauté, Moon, Yuri, but Sandrone's not here. And neither is Arlecchino. And call it Shawarma. See, now you're just saying shit. Try Gooner. No, I like that. I don't. Is that core even that good, though? It's kind of like Inefa, Llama, Colombina core, in that it is good, but it's not really better than the individual pairs of Colombina with Inefa or Colombina with Llama.
Though does improve.
Wait, I'm sorry. How many fucking enemies are there? There's 12? Is that 6 waves of these? Oh, it's 3 times 4. I mean, these look like 2 at a time.
Compared to Noelle, who has a shield or a big resistance interruption that Ito gains, Navia can get knocked around a bit.
That does look like what the Navia gameplay would look like if I tried it too.
Best utilize her kit, but even then, she applies a ton of geo from her entire kit. So, second Hydro unit.
I'm quite bothered by how these 7 Jades from the C6 have been here since the last burst, and the burst is back off cooldown right now. Did it feel better because of Ito or because instead of Farina he was using Goro? It probably felt better because he benched Farina.
Ends up missing out on that crucial 100.
Seeing Arlecchino, but this is actually just such a funny screenshot. Where you've got the fucking Arlecchino team, by the way. And Candace is always forgotten. The thing is, like, you're looking at a 4-star that isn't a 1.0 4-star. Isn't in the shop, hasn't really been all on that many banners, and that generally when you see on a banner is more of a downside than an upside to a banner, who only functions at C6, right? It's not just the C6 makes them a lot better, like Showers, for example, it's that she literally doesn't apply all-field Hydro without C6. Like, no, it's not like Eonsan and Showers, because Eonsan gives a buff at C0, which is the reason why you have her on your team. No, that's C2. No, it's C6. Why are you guys talking about the C2? C2 increases duration of burst. We're talking about Candace. Why are you guys talking about Aino? I last played Genshin at the start of Nalan. How much have I missed? You've missed a lot, and the game is a lot worse now.
If you have Bina and Sibai in either C6 Gore or C6 Itlua, getting Linnea means achieving new power level, I guess. But besides the numbers, I do like the fact there is some strategical depth when it comes to deciding if you want to use the tap or mash version of the skill. Right now, I am
Dude, I actually agree with that. Like, Linnea is probably the most interesting. Also, what the fuck is she doing? Why is she doing the Colombina burst position? I forgot what I was saying, chat. I got distracted. Right, the kit design for Linnea. There's just a lot of shit about Linnea's kit that's really cool. And if she wasn't completely fucking broken, she would be so so nice for the meta, actually. Linnea's weapon isn't that good, right? I mean, it's a support weapon, and generally support weapons don't tend to be quite as good as carry weapons for their specific team, but they're more versatile to make up for it. Specifically for Zajef teams, though, Zajef's Sig isn't that good because Zajef's free-to-play option is so powerful. So it's actually somewhat similar to Zajef's Sig for your team DPS. Slingshot is also just good. I mean, it's not. You have to understand, okay? Harbinger gives you as much crit as Slingshot from the passive alone. Right, it's like 6% less CV, but it's 28% crit rate from the passive. You get 31 from Slingshot's whole thing, because Slingshot passive doesn't do anything. So you just have 40 extra crit value on Harbinger. It's way stronger of a weapon. It's like night and day, which is the main reason why for Zajef teams, Linnea's Sig is like relatively similar to Zajef's Sig.
Overall, Linnea definitely helped Geo enter era of dominance, and even old and decrepit units such as Ningguang and Noelle get to live in the spotlight.
Decrepit? Gotcha, gamer. What's with these adjectives today? Calling the Mountain King fat? Calling Ning and Noelle decrepit? It's literally racist. I wonder if I should try to get access to the creator server. I wonder if one of my videos would ever make it through their like checks. You want your banned word in the official Discord? I mean, that doesn't matter. I think it's more likely that I get access to the creator server, I record a video, and they say, no, you're not allowed to post that, you're too negative, than it is for them to just deny me outright. Because like, if I did get access to the creator server, I would not be staying away from the language I usually use. Not as in the, not in the sense of like, I would swear a lot. I wouldn't sugarcoat my opinions on the characters. You'd get invited to Linnea, you wouldn't get invited to Varka. I think it's more about the tone and language. Yeah, if Varka's weak, what they want to hear isn't Varka fucking sucks and you should skip him, is in order to get the best performance out of Varka, you'll need to go for C1R1. It conveys the same information in a very different manner. That's deception, not tact. Right? Like you can tell the truth while also deceiving people.
Enough yapping. Let's cover teams and showcase some of them.
Don't play this against the Gecko,
Dina's
though.
buffs kind of collide.
Really?
But
Is it because Linnea doesn't heal enough? Maybe. Probably.
So now
Healing mode for Reno moment.
Now to continue the conversation about teams,
what is bro
congratulations on the big upgrade.
What is this www? Okay, I mean, let's try to look at teams that are a little bit less predictable. So Zajef with Goro, clearing Gecko in 87 seconds. Is that 2 down actually? It is, okay. So it could have been much faster if it wasn't for the second down, right? Idlua, basically the same speed. Probably will be slightly higher HP when it goes up. Yeah, it is slightly higher HP when it goes up, because the Idlua C2 version is a bit weaker than Goro. That makes sense. Navia, Aino with R1 Navia, 117 seconds. Jesus Christ. It's interesting he used Aino for this. I would have definitely just used Idlua, I think. Or Goro, I guess, but Goro is a lot worse with Navia. Not enough Hydro. The Hydro is only useful for the Lunar Crystallize that allows you to trigger. Aino just doesn't do anything for that team other than apply Hydro, which is like, ugh. That's R1 Linnea. Damn, he needed R1 Linnea for Noelle to clear this. That's fucking not good, huh? And R1 Noelle. I mean, that doesn't matter as much, honestly. Noelle is like 8% team DPS. Sig doesn't do anything. What actually matters is the R1 Linnea. At 120 seconds, that does matter, though. I mean, not really. Lana over Farina. I assume the idea here is that your healing is cooked with Farina against the Gecko. But I feel like that still can't be right. Like already, like when I was looking at Linnea teams with other Geo carries, you mean Lunarade? No, Lunarade is with Inefa. Yeah, I feel like shouldn't it just be better to go healing mode Farina like while breaking the shield? I feel like it should just be better. Creator server builds aren't that great. From what I understand, creator server, they give you relatively shitty default artifacts, but they also give you like 200 fragile resin. You can build the characters better if you want. How often does he do this attack? Wait, you lose like 0 HP. Surely you can just Linnea burst here and it's enough, no? No healing bonus? I mean, yeah, sure. I guess Colomina and Yelan might not heal to full because they're HP scalers. Noelle heal. I mean, for now, we're just looking at this like in general, not for Noelle specifically. We can iframe that. You can only iframe the HP loss on the active character. You don't iframe the debuff, so if you already weren't full HP, you'll still get the debuff, and you don't iframe the HP loss or the debuff on the rest of the team. I mean, I don't blame him. Like, he played like fucking 30 different teams, right? Like, or 20 different teams or whatever. With Farina, you might be at half health, and that's a lot longer to heal. I mean, with Noelle specifically, you shouldn't be. Like, I'll tell you that. You should not be at half health at any point if you're playing Noelle. So, Navia... This is Navia Yelan instead of Navia Aino. Navia Aino was R1 Navia, got 117. Navia Yelan is also R1 Navia. It's 107 this time. I was very surprised by the Aino, so it makes sense that there's another team used here that just performs better. Like, you only need to burst around now, right? It's about to get up. At 35 seconds, we can't see the HP bar. Who cares? We're not looking at the HP bar. But I run Fav Itlua, and I often run Fav Columbina as well, so it should be fine as long as I battery the Fav particles into Linnea. She just needs to ult one time. Anyway, she needs to ult twice, actually, because I think he does it after getting up on both downs. Can I use Golden Troop as a placeholder at the start? You can. I mean, I talked about it in the pre-release video. In order for your Golden Troop to be better than an Obed set, it needs to be like basically 7+ rolls like higher. It needs to basically have 7-ish more crit rolls. It's a pretty big difference. It's also notably worse than 2-piece. It works, but it's like, it's kind of fake. You don't really want to do it. It's closer to not having an artifact set at all than it is to the actual good sets. Unless you have like an insanely goated Golden Troop, you might straight up be better on a full rainbow set. Because the gap between Golden Troop and Serenade is 8%, that's 4 rolls. You use your best 5 off pieces, you're probably at least 4 rolls higher than your best Golden Troop. Unless Golden Troop just so happens to be your best artifact set for defense. That's relatively unlikely, I would say. Basically, don't use Golden Troop. Like, it's not completely worthless, but very unlikely that it'll be your best set. Banner 4 stars. Linnea with Chaska. Itlua, Aino, Noelle. Really? Itlua coming back? Wait, that's so surprising. Can they replace Itlua with Yehuda, please? For me and me alone?